My pants are around my ankles. I have in my hand from this nurse doctor lady, right? I went there because my balls hurt. I did not expect to be like this. I laughed out loud. It's when I felt Truman Showy. I laughed out loud. I go, what is life right now? I have my pants around my ankles. She had to leave the room to get a slide. Why wouldn't she have a slide in the room? Hey, welcome back to If This Doesn't Work. I'm your host, Justin Anderson. Today we're brought to you by the Magathy Inn, local bar in Pasadena. Check it out. They have cold beer and shuffleboard. Also brought to you by Little Petey Sportsbook. It is not a website. It's a guy I know. DM me. I'll give you Petey's number. Today we have comedian
Roberto Reed.
Roberto Reed.
That was my cue. Yeah.
I wasn't sure how to do the Roberto. Like, what's your what?
Oh, I meant to.
Are you white?
I am white. Oh, I'm full white. Yeah,
all right, cool.
Yeah,
Mike,
that's good, dude.
Mike,
Let's break the ice. Yeah,
down.
that's right. That's funny. The bit I do on stage is because I look like a Gabe or John, like one of those all-American one syllable
Gabe, you
names.
said. Okay,
yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm named after my dad, who he is Italian, was born in Italy.
Oh yeah, Roberto, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He immigrated to America though, and changed his name when he immigrated to Robert, and in his own words, to not sound like a porn star or a pool boy. And then named me Roberto.
Yeah, dirty how he did you like that.
Yeah. Also, like 30 years later, like many years later, did that. I'm his third child. He just randomly was like, "Oh yeah."
Damn, you're not even like the only child. Like
no, not his first son either. I'm like his last son. 2 marriages.
Bro,
in.
he just did. That's kind of he's trolling.
I mean, yeah, his last chance, he was like, "Fuck it, let's
be funny
let's
about
make
this.
about me." Yeah. So I'm Roberto, and I went by Robbie for like the longest time, and I literally hated it since my childhood. But
hated Robbie or Roberto?
Both.
You're like, I had 2 shit options.
But then also it was like you get older. I moved to Baltimore, and there was something to me. I'll turn that off. There's something to me about looking the way I looked. Like I looked like a kid, especially when I moved here. And I was like, if anything, I'm going to make them call me what I want them to call me.
Right. Or have to become a pool boy.
Some dumb shit. Yeah. Or I look like, it was like, yeah, I'm going to. So I chose Roberto to kind of be like, yeah, fuck you. I don't look like that, but.
Yeah.
That's
Stand
my
in
name.
it, right?
Yeah. Now I'm like indifferent about the choice.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Roberto.
Yeah.
Where'd you move from? Where are you from?
Southern Maryland, not far.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up like south of Annapolis.
Okay. Yeah, what's out there? Like fucking Edgewater or something?
Dunkirk, North Beach.
Dunkirk,
Calvert
isn't that
County?
like a World War II movie?
Local places. It is. I think it is the small town named after the fucking English whatever.
Is it?
Because all of our towns and cities are like derivations of English things.
Some old conflicts back in the day.
Literally sure it's the same.
Yeah.
It's named after that. Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
24. Damn, do you know cursive?
I did. I was taught cursive and I was taught how to read a clock in math.
Okay.
So I like the analog clock, and we did all that.
Analog clock and math.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
At whatever special needs school I went to whenever I was younger. Yeah, we did the whole like put 5 o'clock on. So yes, I did. I was the last of my generation. I swear to God, I was the last one ever.
I think school might be done in general.
Yeah. To be fair, I think it's a long-term daycare.
It's not looking
room to room.
It's not looking great for This ChatGPT is better than every teacher.
I was thinking about that because it's like how. Because I went through I dropped out of a liberal arts degree. That's a flex or nothing like that. But I was thinking about because I had a roommate that was a scientist, like he was studying chemistry or something, and he didn't do creative writing, but he still had to write papers. But his papers are just scientific papers where you're being logical and stuff. Like creative stuff you can't get the AI to do. But I was like, his entire degree had AI could do because it's just read data,
write
transcription of data, and it will do it better than he will because he's gonna have his own thought process or take on it. So I was like, I don't know, yeah, that I'm worried about.
Yeah,
us dropouts have no problem. What's AI gonna drop out of?
Yeah, it's not coming for us.
Yeah, no, not at all. I'm fine. I'm gonna stay minimum wage.
Yeah, who else is gonna be napping and jerking? They can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna use way more water too somehow. I don't know how.
Just out of spite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you moved here from when? How long ago did you move here?
It's 2026, 5 years ago.
Nice. And then were you doing comedy in Southern Maryland?
No, I moved here. I was still going to college. I was 19. I found a job at Magooby's Joke House. Shout out sponsor.
Shout out Magooby's.
My personal sponsor. I was in college. Because I had been like literally talking to professors at the time. Like I wanted to be doing comedy. I wanted to be writing and doing other things. I had a couple like really chill old guys be like, just drop the fuck out, dude. Get the fuck
Couple
out
like
professors. Yeah, literally professors.
Dude, shout
like
out
I was
to them.
I fucked with all my professors the whole time, and I wish I could remember their names, but I'll find the emails. Anyway, and so but I saw the job open for a server at Magoobies, and I think I got the job and I dropped out like the next day because I was like, I've done it. I wait tables in a comedy club.
Before you went up.
Yeah, I just decided it was like
I'm
just
in.
post-COVID too, so I was like, fuck it. I was anyway. Yeah, I don't think I had gone up yet, or maybe once at Wits End.
That's good for you for
Yeah.
making that stepping out on faith.
Yeah, worked there for a couple years while I was just starting stand-up, and then once Adam and I started doing Don't Tell. I will turn that off, I promise. Who's calling me?
Take your time.
It's a buddy from college. Once I got that job, or once I started producing for Don't Tell, I was like, I stopped working there, and now I just work there.
Shout out to a professor who's willing to be like, dude, don't do this.
He was,
you know,
oh my god,
because it's like the realest advice, right? Everyone's always selling something. You can't trust anyone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when someone's like doing a thing and they're like, yeah, don't do this. You know? Yeah. It becomes the real advice. Like when I got into construction, 100%. I remember this old guy's like, you want to know what you should do in construction? I'm like, what? He's like, get out. He's like literally.
Before you're in too deep, and that's the only thing on your resume.
Yeah. This guy, I mean, he was probably like, child support was taking all of his money. He's like breaking his back. Hopefully I've made some better choices in general. But yeah, you can tell it's real advice then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The guy in particular I'm thinking of, was super super cool. Actually, there was a time where I went back to college like part time while I was still doing stand up. This is the guy I'm thinking of. He was like this. It was a history of film and media class. He's like a mid-60s guy, and I was having this chat with him after school how I had been doing stand-up, working on it. He was trying to convince me to drop out. He had performed on MTV way back in the day, in like the 70s or something.
As what?
As like, see if you can find this, because it's something Bubblehead MTV. His act was...
The Bubblehead?
Yes, yeah. Believe it or not.
Holy shit.
It was like he put on... If you can't find it, I will send this to you afterwards.
The Head?
It's... Okay.
I have like this... Is it like a...
It should be a video. Look up for a video performance of like Bubblehead MTV 1970 something. I will find it. He fucking puts a trash bag onto his head. It's like music, weird music's happening. He puts a trash bag on his head, tightens it, puts a vacuum blowing out into it to make his head expand, and then he, with a marker, not being able to see it, draws a face on the trash bag. And that's like the whole fucking thing. But he was like, yeah, I was a star. I opened for fucking...
What?
I think this is it. Yeah. Wait.
I believe
you can
it's
skip ahead a little bit just so we're not watching.
Yeah, it's
not. Yes, this is the guy.
What the fuck? How is that your bit?
So, it was that weird like time when comedy and MTV was like, let's get the freaks and the weirdos, like half slapstick, half like alt art.
Yeah, because that's not. Yeah, it's not. That's.
It's like almost something about the medium of TV to put something like this on TV, a mockery almost, or whatever it was. Something's. Yeah, he's got like a TV behind him with like a mouth on it.
A hair dryer.
Yep, yeah, hair dryer. He's blowing in the trash bag. And
they wouldn't even show this now because they would be worried kids would try it and die.
Yes, literally. Yep, and then he draws a face on it. So this was my college professor.
Wow. So yeah, he of course is like, dude, fuck school.
That's what I'm saying.
Old Bubblehead was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he was like, it's crazy that he was like, it's cool. I was a performer too. I did all this. Like, and he's
like, I'm just like you.
Act. Yeah, but okay. And so he was so cool.
Shout out to Bubblehead.
Okay. Shout out. So beyond this, the major shout out, like personally, why I actually like something about it was really nice. This interaction, because after that day, I came back. That was a Thursday class. That was Thursday. I talked to him. Come back on Tuesday, and he always showed videos at the top of class, like as you're walking into the room or whatever. This was the video playing the next day. Just some weird alt shit. People are like, what the fuck? I knew what it was, which was crazy. I was like, yo, that's nuts. And I'm watching this. It's awesome. And then after the class, he like asked me to come speak to him, and he was like, dude, I'll pass you the rest of the semester. Don't come back. And I was like, "What?"
I
And
love that, dude.
I did not show up to Thursday. I never went back, and
Dude,
I
that
passed
is
that
a
class.
beautiful
It was
story.
I was literally like a third of the way through the course too.
He had to let you fly.
He was dope, and I was also cool. Like I was asking questions in the class. Like I'm like, you know, I
You were
liked
engaged.
I liked learning, and I actually learned stuff that I spew out to others later when I'm doing fun
Sure,
fact
sure,
spewing
something to
in that class.
regurgitate.
Yeah, fun, history and media shit.
Those are fun though. Some of those are
Dope.
fun. That's better than just
Super
history.
fun.
History.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, yeah, like radio and shit, like how that changed the world as
Right.
as a medium and everything. Very cool.
I mean, radio in general blows my mind. I mean, not to get too stoner about it, but just, you know.
Oh yeah, like even how it works.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
I never
It's
learned
just,
that.
what the fuck are we talking
So-
about? There's voices through the air. I
You-
mean, now there's internet through the air, so it's much less impressive.
How? Well, that yeah.
Because Wi-Fi, what are we talking about?
In my
Wi-Fi is magic. Let's
in
be
my
real.
head, because I know how like ones and zeros, the Morse code of that. I think in my head the internet's like whatever data happens here, it shoots that in my router. That I treat satellites like mirrors, where it'll just be like doo 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 doo, and then that'll just go doo 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 doo, and it's perfect and it works in my head. That is the internet, and I've explained it for you. All right,
And
if
that's
you-
it.
If you
Clip
try to
that,
go
Mike.
deep, if you try to go deeper than that, you're gonna lose some part of you to the machine.
That's
gonna-
honestly true.
It's like, you know how like somebody studies science and then they're like, fuck, the world's on fire because they know too much.
Yeah. The burden of knowledge.
That's me with how the internet works.
Honestly,
and
I'm taking that
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'm
radio,
gonna
yeah.
set away the thing I've been wrestling with for so many years.
Just
You know,
lock
just
it-
go what
lock it deep.
satellites are mirrors,
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
and zeros, pouring through the air.
The first guy to ever like wonder whether or not God was real, like his head caught on fire or whatever too. I didn't read the Bible, but yeah.
It sounded right.
Yeah.
I think that for sure happened in the Old Testament. Old Testament was crazy.
Corinthians,
I actually did read the Bible. One of the more wild books I've read.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Tell me.
it's just a funny thing to say. like putting the Bible in a category with any other book.
Dude, it's a pretty wild
It's
book.
one of the
if you
wildest
get-
books of the books that
Dude, you
I've
should
read.
check it out,
The
man. It's
Bible
a-
is a crazy one.
The Old Testament is unbelievable. I'm
It's-
like, this is the same God they're talking about
It's
now?
fucking that Charlotte's Web talking spider is crazy.
Yeah, dude. They was shooting lightning bolts, killing gay people. It was nuts.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
It's like an
He wasn't
anime.
even nice in the whole book.
Dude, it's like an anime too, where it's like you get 4 seasons of
should
it before
anime
God
that.
shows up.
They should anime that.
They should anime the Bible.
That would be sick. They can do that, right? They can't do Muhammad. People hate pictures of him, right?
Yeah.
That's a no-no.
But that's like also
Pictures of Jesus are fine.
Oh, that's plenty. You've got plenty of animes where they mention a character for 6 seasons. I mean, Muhammad eventually
It's coming.
they'll have to show, and then it gets taken down, like the anime gets taken down. But that just makes it better.
Mm.
People want it.
Keeps
more.
them
It's
guessing.
hidden.
That's
They're
true.
trying to keep it from. Anyway.
Do you think we're living in a
Business.
simulation? You need to put any thought to that?
That's one of those
When you
thoughts
hit
I
the
lo-
ones and
thoughts
zeros,
I lock
okay.
away.
Yep,
Yeah,
lock
that's
that
where I'm
away.
like, if we are, then I still like peanut butter the same way.
Yeah,
I
nothing
liked
changes at all.
before. Yeah.
Mm.
You think we're in a simulation?
Yeah, for sure.
You get high as fucking here, and you guys chat about the simulation of these chairs.
No, we're straight edge, but yeah. Did you get in trouble growing up at all?
Yeah, we're straight edge a bit. He says you can't keep a straight face with that.
Nothing about Mike straight.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
straight edge. is
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
meant to say.
Okay. Word. You're in here watching him go crazy, doing bath salts and stuff. Was I? Did
How
I
many
get-
siblings did you have?
I have 2 siblings. I
Both
have
older than you.
one older, one 10 years older.
Okay,
half
so-
brother, 10 years older, but been around my whole life.
I love that it's one older, not 2 older. It's like one older,
Yeah.
and then one's 10.
One is a little
because
older.
once you're 10 years older, it's a separate category.
It's a complete because
It is different.
It's by
You're
a
almost an
factor of
uncle.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 brothers, cool guys. I get along with them very well.
Both parents growing up.
Yes. I had both my parents. Trouble in the home, but if I talk too
Uh-oh.
deeply about it, I'm gonna want to talk a lot, and my parents might find this because
Oh,
it'll have
dude.
my name in it.
You know what's fucked up though? I love that. I'm drawn to that so much because
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
trauma guy. You know, I'm a
Dude,
trauma.
okay, I was on my way
I'm super
over.
drawn to it, but we don't have to go there.
So I did
this
do
isn't about
I
anything.
did do a couple like I like scrolled through your
Yeah.
your profile and whatever, like getting these clips. So I was like, okay, wanting to get something, didn't get anything by the way. I was just still went in blind. By the way, I have a question for you because that makes me think of it. But one of them, like somebody, Bam or whoever, was like saying something kind of deep or intimate, and I was like, okay, I could top that, and but I was also like,
I love that. That's how you're looking at him. Oh, I got that beat for sure.
He's got trauma. I've got trauma. And then I was like, I've been on like another podcast, and like 3 weeks after it dropped, my mom said, she's like, "This was great. You did so good." And I'm like, "Well, I can't."
Yeah, my mom does that shit too. It's a blessing and a curse to have a
Yeah.
supportive mom
Oh,
when
yeah.
you like. You're as open as me, because I'm just saying
It's-
all of it.
It's because my dad is also supportive, but he's the one that my mom won't care. It's my dad. My dad was like addicted to painkillers and everything when I was growing
Squad.
up. But now he's better. He went to rehab.
He's better.
But we don't talk about it. So it's a lot
Oh.
of like he paints watercolor now, and I'll just be
Oh,
like,
that's
I'll be like,
adorable.
you didn't used to get mad and go paint the fucking sunset, you know?
Well, that's great that he's evolved into that.
Yeah. Oh, it's very
You know?
It's one of those things where it's like you can't stay. I know I won't say upset or mad about like the past forever, because at least he did something for himself and others to be better and stuff like that's one of those where I am settled with like my setup for life.
Do you go to therapy?
No.
Yeah.
Just
raw dogging it.
all my friends who go to therapy are
worse?
Are my most depressed
That's
friends.
true.
Like, they're all so sad.
There's something funny about that, dude.
And I'm like,
they're not fixed, you know?
Yeah.
Because I go to therapy, I'm broken, you know? It's
oh my
like,
god,
so-
I was
and
just
sad.
I was
so.
just having a conversation with somebody where we were like diagnosing a like kind of an acquaintance of the both of us. We were like, they're their own worst enemy. They seem to like they want everybody to like them, but that just means that they tell lies and try play every side and stuff like that. And it's like, man, that person and then my buddy was like, yeah, they've been going to therapy for their whole life and they use that again. And I'm like, then what?
That's extra fucked, yes.
That's so. I was like,
Because
okay.
then it's like the therapist is just siphoning money at that point. A really good therapist talks himself out of a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they give you tools that you can. I mean, I've had bad therapists and good therapists.
Yeah.
None of them help, but you know.
Well, and it's also
no,
like
they help. Some of the good ones.
Something that like maybe can be tossed between people because like one person like just because they have and I don't want to discount therapy at all in that sort of way, but I mean it's also like I'm not gonna glorify it like I think
Yeah.
we kind of trended to doing.
Yes, I do. I'm guilty of it.
Because it's also like they have a degree in something, but I do know conversation and relationship can build and alter anything. So the same thing can happen with a therapist where it's like, yeah, you do 2 years with this person, and once they know you well enough, pass to somebody else who's going to get a different perspective or a different opportunity to learn. Because it's like,
Yeah, you reach an end point with them. You know, that's how I felt too. It's like our work is done. My work in therapy is not.
Yeah.
But my work with this therapist is
Totally.
done. You
Yeah.
know, and it's like, but so some trouble growing up. You know, that's what made you funny.
yeah. I like to think that
As typical and tropey as that is, it's like a
so
lot of time.
tropey.
I hate that.
No,
fall into
the
category, but-
cute shit of it is that like that was like the one time I could get everybody smiling or settled was to tell a joke, and then every person could get along.
The
for that
peacemaker.
moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that kind of thing. And
Yep.
and then to answer the original question, I did not like realize this the other day that I was talking to my mom and she was like, "Oh yeah, you got like the worst report cards." But in the best way, because she'd be like middle grades, whatever. Like sometimes I wouldn't make it through stuff, but then the comments were always like, "He can be a pleasure to have in class."
Just chooses not.
Yeah,
to
I was
be.
straight. I was just the class clown. Like I have the memory of all the way through school, like being the person to call on and tell jokes and do other things. But there's a time in high school where I was in this English class. It was like 11th, 12th grade, and this is one teacher that like didn't like me but didn't hate me because I was active in class. I wouldn't draw the attention.
Engaged
Yeah, I
again.
wouldn't draw the attention away and be like, make a noise and get everybody
Making
to
it harder for
disrespect
them
the
to
teacher.
teach. Right.
I would like respect the teacher in a way of I would ask a question that was a joke related to the topic.
Okay.
Or like my thing.
So funny but not cunty.
Yeah, not cunty. Like I would usually, you know how like you could catch somebody saying an absolute and then be like, oh, well, you don't actually mean this, do you? Like you don't mean what you said because what you said could also mean this, and I'd or whatever. I'd pull some shit, and it would be a joke. It'd be dumb. So I got away with that. But there's this time where the teacher was talking, and I think I wasn't paying attention, and then she paused and she like turned out to the class and she looked at me and she was like, Robbie, she goes, she was like,
You're like Roberto, bitch.
yeah, she paused. Yeah, she paused and she like didn't do that, and then I think I caught her looking and I was like, oh, what? And she was like, oh, I thought you were gonna say something there. And then she just kept teaching, but she had like given a pause in her own speech, catching what she said, knowing that I had done it so much in her class. She gave me an opportunity to speak.
She's setting you up.
She set me up. Yeah, she fucking alley-ooped me an opportunity to tell a joke and then like factored it in because she probably would have ignored me and kept going.
She's like changed up her cadence to have Robbie dunk.
Fucking to get me to say something. I was like, and that was that moment where I was like, do I have a problem? Like, what's the whole thing? I like turned to a classmate. I was like, do I do that? And they were like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much
Like,
every time.
Won't shut the fuck up ever. Like every teacher was like that. But I liked it. Even in college, I have a weird memory of standing on my desk in a college math class, and I don't know why.
What do you mean you don't know why? You blacked out? You're excited about the algebra or what?
I just
That's what I'm saying. Exponents?
yeah.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. How'd you go?
Some teachers are weaker than others and allow my power to
That is true.
to cut through more often. And so this was before the major growth in my life that made me a better person. But I was definitely
All of our stories will be, by the way.
Yeah. The
We're healed.
as far as the police need to be concerned. But yeah, there was I think this was just a teacher that I would just joke during the whole class because it was kind of one of those bullshit easy early math classes.
Right.
And I definitely was doing some joke where I was on my desk or walking between the desks. And it was killing.
Yeah, and I'll have you
but
know.
then
I love that he doesn't know why he was up there, but he remembers them killing.
yes,
I remember.
I remember being that and being
You're
like,
feeling that energy.
What the fuck? That teacher said to me as I was leaving that course at the end of the year, like we had finished taking classes. Last time she was gonna see me, she was like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna be good at it. Not this, not math. But you're gonna be good at it. I was like, "That's so funny." She was like, "You're shit at math, but you're gonna be fine."
It's like a mini backhanded compliment, but it's also still a really good compliment. Also, it's you're only excluding one thing.
That's
and
great.
The possibility.
But also, it was like early math class, so it's like pretty. She took a wide shot, being like, none of the math fields.
Yeah.
Stay out of STEM in general.
Anything that has numbers involved.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have fond memories of that, but
You ever work a job you hate?
You have good questions to prompt.
Thank you.
I'm gonna skip past that one. I'll come back to it because the answer's probably yes. I worked at a Qdoba during COVID.
That sounds hellscape-ish.
Yeah, but it was also that we had a Haitian boss. Talk like this. He was kind of crazy guy. His name was Lee. He was so.
That is not Haitian.
Yeah, but he was.
Bro, you said Haitian and then
yeah,
pulled
but
some.
he kind of had like one of them,
Black guy.
Black guy. Yeah. Well,
Haitian.
he actually
There's no
he
white
would
Haitians,
say
I
he
guess.
was not black. Yeah. No, for sure. He was very racist. He did not like American or black people. Like it was one of those where he was like, nah, they're not us.
For sure.
I only
It's
say
like Africans too. Yeah, they're like, no, yeah.
I only
I'm not
repeat all of
American.
this because that was like of the milder opinions that he would have. So there's me and my other
This is
like
PG.
18-year-old fucking.
He lied.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I've been trying to get past it quickly. There, I'm on the do not disturb.
You're good. We have cutting
that's
power. We have
cool,
editing
man.
power.
It's like a 3-minute podcast. At the end. What the fuck?
We punch it up and it's
yeah.
just like 4 riffs
Yeah.
that are a minute long.
It's just us laughing back and forth. No dialogue.
Dude, honestly, that would trick people. Dude, people
like
on the internet or that honestly, dude, that's like. Do you remember Cumtown? Do you know about?
Yeah,
Cumtown?
I know. Kept that.
So Stavi was the cheat code there because he just laughs at everything. You
Yep.
know, it's like when you laugh, it's contagious, and other people listening are like, "Well,
that works." Yeah.
You know, because it's like when I'm watching comedy at my house by myself, or
Mm-hmm.
see a funny meme and I'm by myself. When I say LOL, laugh my ass off, or put a laughing emoji, at most it's a smirk, right?
Yeah.
At
right.
most.
Yeah.
Now at a comedy show, I'm laughing because laugh's contagious. Your energy, it's the
so
energy.
true.
You're in the
Yeah.
moment, but
Yeah.
it's just not like I lost my original point, but
Oh, but
it was
but that's having that infectious, like good energy or whatever, draws
yeah.
you
People
in
watch it
everything
and they're
else,
just
yeah.
like, oh, these people are having a good time. They say you should either talk what you're passionate about or like talk what you're really good at.
Yeah.
And I'm not passionate or good at anything, but
Jack, that's a jack of all trades, master of none.
yeah,
type situation.
yeah. I'm not even a jack of all of them either. It's just like jack of a few trades.
Jack of a few trades.
Jack of a few trades.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah, masturbator.
Masturbator,
Yeah.
jack of one or two things.
Jack of few trades, master of baiter.
Jacker of dick, master of yeah.
Jacker of dick, master of baiter.
Yeah, it just slowly
Oh,
devolves into
no.
more sexual and more
Jacker
sexual.
of dick, master of baiter. I hope that it's just something funny to say, but I think it's too many steps away
Yeah,
from Jack
it's a
of
little
all
bit too
trades.
far.
It's just that.
People, yeah, it becomes something different.
That's like a Twitter bio you'd have 10 years
True.
ago or whatever.
That is
yeah.
so
Back
true.
in the good days
Great
of Twitter.
pull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
just like
I was crazy on Twitter in fucking high school,
you were a big
college.
deal?
I had an anonymous Twitter account
Did
in
you?
college that was like
I never
really
did
big
that.
at my
That
campus
sound-
and shit. Yeah, that was
See
fun.
that? Oh, was it specific like to local shit?
It was general good time.
I
but
love
also
that, dude.
Plenty of like Towson related memes and things that I'd like. I was very. I
Shout
had
out
some
to Towson
very
Tigers.
clever text based like you can. That was at the time of like there's a few meme formats where. You could use text to like draw somebody going around the point or something like that, like physical ones before pictures became the meta or whatever.
Yeah.
I was able to do a bunch of
Dude,
those.
having like an anonymous Twitter account at that time, it sounds incredible because it's just like, my name's attached to every screen name I have, and it's like, I'm sure there's stuff that I would say that I won't because my name's on it. I don't know exactly what that is because I'm pretty open, but I'm sure there's stuff, right? You're obviously influenced by your name being attached.
But it's not even like kind of similar to what you were just saying about like laughter being infectious. Is like a setting or a tone changing the way that you would respond or express yourself responding.
Right.
We do that online.
That's
They
true.
did that in Victorian days. I mean, you put on a mask and you do a poem or something like that. It's like. That's why one of my favorite things about being alive is being like at the supermarket or something. Nobody knows who you are, what your deal is, anything about you, and then doing
But they notice your
silly
pants are
shit,
off.
doing silly shit in public.
For you?
Not to anybody, to like to anything, just out loud. For me, like I'm
Not with anyone else?
not
even
with
a stranger?
anybody else, just doing something weird, but within eye shot of somebody else. That could be like, what the fuck?
Okay, but specifically with an eye shot.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't be by yourself.
Not alone. Like I'll do like weird, silly things alone, but I like definitely performatively do something weird because I know somebody can see me.
I
and
love that.
Hoping that it like delights them in some sort of way.
Yeah.
So to say being online, burner accounts like that, it's just kind of fun because it's like you see any burner account meme and it's like anybody could be on that. It could be fucking Oscar the Grouch doing a tweet. So you kind of have a more levity.
What's nice about the grocery store thing, well, there's a lot of things. There's something beautiful about a joke that you don't really get to see the payoff of,
Yeah.
There's like doing it for the
love
bit.
that.
You're doing it for the bit.
Yeah.
You're not doing it for the payoff because you don't even get it,
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's not like you get to see like how they're
No.
reacting. You're knowing that you're throwing it. What else is cool about that is you're throwing a wrench into like the monotony of the day.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
exactly what I like doing.
you're not an NPC, and it reminds them that holy shit, maybe they're not.
You have agency and things like that. Yeah,
sovereignty
it's
and
like,
agency, and you're like, there's that story of like, what was that society, like a clown society? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, insane clown posse.
That's good.
No, like legit clowns back in the day. Anyways, whatever it was like they would do stuff to like throw a wrench into the monotony of things. Like, I remember a story. It was like there was a bus, and it was like a clown would get on the bus. And then, like, 2 stops later, like, 2 more clowns would get on the bus. And they wouldn't, like, speak to one another, And they would, like, keep filling up and never, like, address it, and then get off the bus. And then someone would just have that story of, like, the craziest fucking thing happened to me.
Yeah, I see. I love that.
Yeah, me too. And it's
cool.
like, and there's something about that that's actually more than comedy. Yeah, because it's like, hey, we're alive. Like you said, alive.
You know what? Like, my mom, who's was a
What's her name?
Early childhood. My mother, Jennifer.
Jennifer, shout out Jennifer.
Yes, shout out Jen. She was an early childhood educator. Her master's in like early childhood development, stuff like that. She would say that that's like, you're gonna be a kid again a little bit, like an excuse to not. You go out into public anytime and you want to be like, respectful of space and stuff. And I think that's a trend that we kind of, as America, as a country, we become really uptight around each other, kind of scared about opinion and open and uptight.
Yeah.
That happened all throughout the like 60s, you could do anything the fuck you wanted. 70s, it was a little bit more guarded. 80s, 90s,
or
like
a wave.
yeah.
It's up and down.
And so yes, breaking that tension a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, well, because life will just slowly rip away all the things that make you like in touch with your own soul, because of efficiency, in the name of like respect. Politeness, right? About efficiency. But it's like you're not harming anyone to do that. You're not doing something like those clowns aren't getting in someone's way and blocking the road. You're not causing any ruckus for people. You know what I mean?
I'd love to see what that was about. The term anarchy.
I've heard of it.
Came from a anonymous like street gang in like the 1920s or something. I think they were. I may have the specific facts of this.
Yeah,
wrong,
that's
but
perfect.
It's the general,
trust
the
me, literally,
general
there's 4
facts.
people watching and they're not going to fact check.
Yeah, and see the fun thing, like the fun thing about the general facts is like the history of this doesn't matter. It's the human intention that is
Right.
true and real. That is, they were like opposing the First World War or the Second World War or something like that. There was some war going on that they didn't like that America was supplying weaponry. That was it was big.
America?
Yeah, man. It was
No
like
fucking
big
way.
industrialization. All of a sudden, America's making money by explosions. Like, yeah, they were I'm trying to think of the right term, but they were opposing war by protesting. They were called anarchists, and they manipulated that term to mean like they're going to kill a person like every day, a random individual in the city. Like New York City, if you lived in the big city, they would literally walk around with dynamite sticks in their coat jackets. And because that was all the time. Dynamite had just been invented and Russia was being passed around the world. It was an explosive device that you could just have on your person that they would fucking go random apartments all over the city. Like at once a day, an apartment would fucking explode and kill somebody.
That is sick.
And they were
bro.
and that was the
that is so cool.
that's the history of that word and why we use it.
It's just interesting. Like the people who oppose war, like in recent years, are like hippies. In people's eyes.
Mhm.
Back then, it's like that's badass. It's like we're opposing war, but with force.
Yeah,
in a way.
And the lesson is
Did it work?
It's so there. We won.
No, they got crushed.
That we tried harder to stop the war.
The word's still around.
But it's also like, yeah, if let's just say one innocent civilian dies at war every day, which is not a hard thing to say.
Unfortunately,
it's
not
like,
at
yeah,
all.
then what if it's just one of ours and we kill them? And stuff like that. It doesn't seem like it seems more important somehow over here. And
Yeah.
their point. I thought that was very interesting that.
No,
Back
it's heavy.
then, they're
Yeah.
willing to pull some shit like that.
Yeah, and it does hit different people. Like when someone dies and they don't look like people, it's there's like a scientific experiment where, and I'm gonna butcher this as well. There's like a hand or something on the screen, and you're hooked up to the electrodes, so like it's like monitoring your stress.
Yeah.
And basically, it shows the hand getting poked with like a needle or something, and your stress goes up.
Oh, because you're like, it's your hand. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And then when they make it like a different colored skin, it doesn't hurt you as much, or you don't get.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
there's this an inherent tribalism. So the argument is that it's like
Yeah.
scientific, because they're not even choosing that. But then also they have all their biases
it's-
when they go in there.
I mean, it's also just like simple pattern recognition.
Right,
Like I
exactly.
know if I see a pair of legs beneath me, there's like a 99% chance those are my legs. But it's just because yesterday they were there.
99% chance there's a torso on top of that.
And so it's like, yeah.
If not-
There's right. Like, and I'm kind of trusting those facts.
certain things every day you're gonna keep trusting.
Based off of general sensory input, and so it's also like
It's reasoning.
I
You're a
don't-
reasoning.
I don't know
model.
what fucking Venezuela looks like, so we're bombing it, and I'm like, damn. Does it look? I mean, I can imagine right now. I'm imagining my neighborhood getting bombed, and that sucks. But that's not happening. So, and then it gets away from you.
I mean, yeah. I've never thought about Venezuela, right? Ever.
Yeah.
Until I found out that we stole the president or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm
Oh my
like,
god, yeah. And it's like a good
no,
thing.
actually, until we started bombing their boats. Their little.
This is also like it's like shit. Like you were supposed to be like, oh, the 1980s and stuff like that. The 60s, we were doing crazy stuff and upsetting territory. We've been doing that forever. It's just like how.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just do that. It's
That's
just
the
more
game.
the same
It's the
history.
game of
The same
risk.
history forever.
It's how
yeah.
politics works.
Yeah.
I mean, politics is just oppression, greed, domination. We all know this.
Yep.
It's
And
capitalism,
it
baby.
kinda, it does. It moves back and forth.
Yeah. We're doomed.
Yeah. Or yeah. That's something I think like starting at a certain point. Like I think the millennials started this trend and then Gen Z definitely did where I think within society it's like for a long time millennials got shit on.
I'm a
Just
millennial, I
being-
think, right?
Yes,
I'm 37.
Yeah, I would assume you're
36.
Yeah. Like but
You're
like
Gen Z?
I'm Gen Z.
Okay,
Yeah.
I do. But I noticed at the comedy show we just went to, I think Umar was talking about the generations called Gen X, Gen Z.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are. It's interesting that so what are they? I mean, roughly, it's like 30s.
Yeah, there might be
Yeah, take a look at that. Mike.
they're
Gen Z's younger than me. I know that.
This is
so.
one of those disputed things also because it's like there's a lot of Gen Z that are younger than me that are so like this Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha's the
Okay.
newer.
Yeah, they're
Then the
they're
Z.
the whole fucking 6'7" skibbity toilet shit like that. Yeah, this fucking thing going on, that's Gen Alpha. So I feel very split myself personally, because I think there's an old soul in me or whatever. I was raised by a brother that was born in 1991.
The 10-year-old.
Yeah, and so it's like there's a lot of me that feels way more associative with millennials than my own generation. But there's a split.
So baby boomer, you want me to start from the
Sure,
beginning?
yeah.
So baby boomer, like 1950 to 64-ish. Gen X came next.
Are they
That's-
all 15 years-ish? I mean, I'm curious
it's
what makes a generation.
It's looking that way. This
Okay.
next one,
Right.
Gen X, 65 to 80. So that's about 15 or so years.
Okay.
81 to
95.
96 is what it says for millennial. Gen Z,
81 to
97.
96, yeah.
97 to 2012. And then I guess 2013 to now for Gen Alpha is what this is.
Okay, yeah.
Gen
21
Alpha.
years.
So what comes next? Gen Beta? That's going to suck.
Yeah, right. They're all pretty. It's surprising too, because I was also like hearing that millennials was 1980 to 1996. I was like, oh, that's old now. But I was also like, we're all getting. I'm 24 and I'm the younger generation. I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's just how it's happening.
Yeah, no, it does. It happens slowly and then all fast, you know?
But I think sociologically, I was going to get back to, I think millennials took on especially when the internet started happening, we started being able to communicate globally like this on a residential level. Millennials took up this mantle of like to garner respect or a positioning, taking on the kind of a global responsibility to be like, well, we're the ones that you may have more money and have all the jobs and made a business for yourself, but like I care about people that are getting hurt. And that was just to like have a high horse within I feel like everybody gets beat down. And so that was like a thing that like millennials and Gen Z kind of took upon ourselves, but it also this is to get back to Venezuela.
So because
we'll care a lot, like, and it's like, but I don't we're all stressed and depressed. And I think it's because we're like, man, I had a great day, but those Palestinians sure didn't. and I'm gonna go to bed sad.
Yeah, it's hard to be, there's the idea of suicidal empathy, right? When you have too much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's that exact thing where it's like, if I were to feel deeply how I actually feel about and pick a fucking topic,
right?
I would just be in bed weeping all day long about homelessness alone, Like I remember being with a girl who was very empathetic, and every time she saw a homeless person, it was just like she would just like break down and like want to get, and it's just like we have to move through the world. Unfortunately, like we can't extend that level of empathy to everyone.
You want to get stoner about it? So I think we as Americans have been given a false sense of power in that, like, well, yes, we're the free ones, we're the ones that democratically make decisions and choose representatives and do all these things. Yes, so we're all told that like we have this power as citizens and as America to be able to do the right thing and to make these choices. But the fact that we actually don't have that, like,
right,
in
I was
reality,
gonna say, yes,
gives us this twisted, like,
it's fucked up.
We're filled with this this sense of like we should be able to do this, we actually can't, and then even past that, because it's a democratic system. Well, it's your fault, and it's your fault.
Sure,
I'm blaming you guys.
Right.
I'm blaming my neighbor for the things that are going on.
Not only are you
country's
actually
failing.
helpless about it, you feel like you shouldn't be, and we're gonna blame you because it looks like you are, even though you're not.
And I both take on the responsibility of myself and my neighbor. Like I take on the full, because also then it's like, well, we're Americans. That's the original sin or whatever,
Shame.
Yeah, it's just pure shame.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than a lot of places. It's just like, I don't know. Fuck, I don't want to get into politics.
Yeah. That was the end of my political rant is. I don't know anything. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
I only started voting like 2 years ago. Please don't blame Reagan on me.
Yeah, man. The Venezuela thing is like, narco terrorist is a funny word. That was my whole take on it. Was like to call a drug dealer a narco terrorist is funny because like. People who sell drugs, we usually want people to have fun. They're not like, let's destroy these people.
The cops are the narco terrorists. The narcos are trying to peacefully do their drug trade.
Yeah. The people they're not like forcing the drugs on America, right? Like America's like,
they are not.
We want the drugs.
The government's the ones forcing drugs on us. Apparently, the ones being like, don't you guys want like crack? Make some crack.
And if you don't want to do it illegally, check out all these commercials we have for you. Every commercial you can imagine that's pharmaceutical. But what was your first open mic like? Did you eat shit or did you do all right.
shit, dude. Oh my god. Do you know Charlotte D?
No.
Oh, okay.
We'd love to have you on, Charlotte.
Sure. She's she comes to Wits End all the time. I know her much better now, like as a person, but
Sexually? No, I'm just kidding.
not sexually. No. It was one of those. I just remember this because I went up and ranted about something. I think I mentioned capitalism. Yes, one of my first. We're gonna call it a premise because I never have tried this again. It was just like the rantings of an insane 19-year-old. Was the idea that I was like, I love capitalism because I love that the idea that literally at any moment, if I needed a balloon arch, I could have one here like tomorrow. Like I could just have a balloon arch here right like at any moment. And that was as far as I got with that idea. I probably spent 2 minutes saying that. And then Charlotte D got up after me and was like, "Love hearing a little white boy talk about capitalism." Ha ha ha. And I got my feelings hurt. And then I went home fucking white knuckling the steering wheel while all my friends were in the car because they all came to my first time doing stand up. So I was like,
How'd you guys feel about the balloon arch bit?
not talking about it. No, I swear to God, if I had brought up any of it, they would have like,
So you ate shit.
I ate shit, yeah, and the next time I went back out, I made somebody laugh, and it felt good. And I was like,
What made you get up the second time?
Fear. I'll be honest, the first, like, full year doing comedy, the only thing keeping me going up consistently was fear that, like, of judgment, because these other comics had seen me. If I don't show up, they're going to think I quit. And then they're going to think that they're better than me because they've done one more open mic than me. And if they've done one more open mic, they are better than me and I'll never catch up.
I gotta put in the
and
reps.
I'll be a failure. And they're all going to know I'm a failure. So if I even try to come back to it, they're going to be like, there's that failure. So I definitely kept coming back. I was like, I will
He's
not.
neurotic.
I was terrified of being judged by people
Sure.
that I couldn't give a fuck
Isn't
about
that
their
the
opinion
best?
now. At this point,
Yeah.
oh my God. And then also that I was like, well, I dropped out of college. If I don't do this, I have nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's weird how motivating that is, because look,
Dude.
when you start comedy, you eat shit, right?
Yeah.
It's just so you have to do open mics in front of crazy people, right? You yourself are a crazy person. You're doing it in front of crazy people, and you got to do that for a while. And it's like, it's almost like, if you the hunger for that, right? Is if you're just like a trust fund kid or you're just like infinitely wealthy, it's like no one's getting on stage, right?
Yeah.
No one
Yeah,
who's it's
right.
like if you don't have to. It's just I just think that
It's funny. I've had because I run now. I've run so many open mics. And the one now.
Do you want to shout it out? Where's it at? Is it every week, or every month, or
right
what?
now, yeah. I run a show. I mean, yeah, follow Don't Tell or whatever. But I
Follow Don't Tell comedy.
just go to our show. You don't have to follow us. The Instagram thing doesn't do anything. They do their own marketing. It's mostly just for comics to see us post stuff and want to be on our shows and think we're cool and stuff. But I got the 10 p.m. show at the Port every Thursday night. It's called Walk the Plank.
Oh, I've heard about
Yes,
this show.
it's a panel show.
Nice.
It's your regular panel show that you've seen before, but there's a twist. It's got me on it.
This one's different.
Yeah, it's me
'Cause I'm
and,
there.
yeah, another regular at the Port. And comics get up. Yeah, comics get up. No, it's just like random. every week.
I thought you.
yeah,
I thought you were
booked
like not
a
naming
secret
someone.
guest that you'll get to see if you come to the
yeah,
show.
Yeah, I thought you were holding something back. A regular.
Another unnamed
Yeah.
disciple. Yeah.
You guys do bucket
panel.
pulls and shit?
Bucket pulls,
That
90,
sounds
90
fun.
second set, 5 minute like total set, and then riff thing afterwards. It's been going really well. Like we've got some sick perverts on that stage.
I love that.
But also like some great comics, and it ends up being a fun time at the end of it.
Yeah. There's a Venn diagram too.
Yeah, it's uncontrolled. I bring that up only to say that like your point on if, like people who don't. I don't know if I'm willing to say that. Like, I need
Needs a strong
the
word.
expression,
Needs
or
a
like
strong
I'm,
word.
it's like it's in me or whatever. It's just because I also am willing to bet like I'm not going to be just doing stand up forever. Like my goal is to be making all sorts of things.
You're gonna be great at whatever it is.
Be
except
great,
for
whatever
math.
it is, just not math. Yeah,
Just know, brother.
yeah, whatever it is that I do, not math, will be great. But
you love doing it.
There's guys that come up on these stages that like. I think they have the sense of like that either people already like them,
Like they don't need to try that much,
or just that there's an energy
They're there
of
already?
like being told, or like when people get a lot of what they want their whole life. Up until then, rich people, rich kids is the general, like, what I'd say is a kid who's never really had to been told no or make it on their own or
He's had a pretty frictionless
figure out
life.
a hard situation. Yeah. It's like then they go up and it's a lot of like they get shocked almost that like their people aren't like immediately in love with them or they're not getting what they want, or that especially then it's a panel show and I afterwards like they get their time's up and I look at them and I just fucking tear into them for like 2 minutes.
That's incredible.
And that's my own like vice.
Your own perversion.
My own sick perversion
that's
is
your kink.
to make people feel really bad for doing a bad job at something
That's
that
your
I've
kink.
worked hard at.
We went to the port this past weekend to see Umar Khan and Chris
how was
Randolph
that?
and Luke Harris. It was good.
Which show did you go to?
Saturday, 7:30.
I heard from one of the various horses that runs that place. I heard from one of their mouths that that wasn't to call them. That wasn't an insult. That was from the horse's mouth, but I elongated the analogy. I'm sorry. That was Umar said that was the best set he'd ever had, or might be one of the best sets he's ever had.
It was good. It was good for sure. It was it was a great show. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
that was his first time going to the port.
Yep.
Was it-
Never been there before.
Oh,
Great
cool.
sweet
Yeah.
place.
Umar actually called him up to go through his phone.
right.
Are you on dating
Yeah,
apps?
no, I'm committed. Girlfriend. My girlfriend moved in like 2 days ago.
Ooh.
You were a monogamous man.
I'm a monogamous
A
man.
monogamous man committed.
Yeah,
I love
fully
that.
committed. Pretty cool.
So you
She's
guys,
also.
you're not dating. So you.
I'm not. Well, I am dating her.
Right.
But yeah, she's also a performer. We're like moving to Chicago sometime later this year.
Nice.
Maybe shouldn't have clearly put that on camera, but now we have to, or else I look like a fool and everyone will hate me. So I kind of have to fucking do that now.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Well, just
I-
remember when you're in Chicago, you're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck what any of those people
Yeah, I
think.
actually say, but now I realize like that's something I've done my whole life is I'll like spin, because I'm also a people pleaser. Like I'll spin things where I'll be like, yeah, I'll do this for sure, and then it's like, oh, I'm like, well, fucking now I gotta do that, or else I look like a fucking idiot. And I think that's why I have only been moderately successful.
Dude, people pleasing is a hard habit to break.
Yeah. And it's people pleasing, and it's also like it's when I was younger, it was like expecting a lot of myself, and then hating myself for not meeting like huge expectations or whatever.
Being a perfectionist and then
Yeah.
mad when you don't
Yeah.
get perfection.
Now I just look at people whose lives are harder than I have, and I go, that sucks for them. and then I look around, and I'm like, oh, my life is good.
My life's not that bad. That's
Yeah.
what you have to do is compare, you know?
Oh, you
Constantly
this
compare
is
and
what I
contrast.
found on your profile is
question.
you have a video where you say you watch police body cam footage.
Constantly.
What are you expecting to find?
I'm studying tape, brother.
You're studying the game tape to know as the pursuer or the pursuee.
Oh no, I like to, thank you for asking. So
Yeah.
to get my psychologically, I watch
Yeah.
them and I get to judge and like well, first of all, I like it because it's the realest footage there is. It's more real than a documentary. It's real. It's the most real type of footage. So there's something I like about that. I like the authenticity there, right? And then I also like to see how things shake out. Usually they're exciting things, right? Like I'd rather watch a body cam footage of like, you name it, like a police chase or an interaction. There's a lot of like police involved shootings.
Because here's the reason, like I also get the man, whoa, because it's like also like I get like the ring cameras and security cam footage is also really huge. It's just funny because that's like it's like security cam footage but there's an attacker.
Yeah.
You're just watching like a bear hunting through the wood. But
It's exciting shit.
But it's cop stuff. Yeah, I get it. That's like wasn't there a show?
Cops?
Yeah, cops.
Yeah.
Cops, man.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? There was a whole theme song.
Were they real cops? That was like real cops.
It was, but dude, they had like a full like.
Oh!
That's when they were bringing a camera. Imagine you get pulled over for whatever it was, and it's a whole camera crew, bro. Now at least they have the little body cams.
Say that again.
Yeah, it's the worst day of your life, dude. And they're just like,
Oh my
hey,
God,
what'd you
you're getting
say?
a fucking
They
DUI.
had- dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a now that this is calling back memories. Where I grew up, Calvert County, Maryland. Either that county or an adjacent county is one of the cops station. Like, because I know cops that had like East Coast or whatever. There was like what it would cut to. Like, here's the one in Miami, or here's the one
like
in
the
this.
actual
Yeah.
cop show.
The cop show was in my county.
Nice.
The prom night, there was a people that I know were arrested driving home drunk. That got on cops. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was talk of the town.
Dude, yeah, I mean,
Small town
those are your
shit.
credits.
Yeah,
that was on episode
dude.
3, season 4 of
Dude,
Cops.
fuck, you guys seen Cops My High School?
But yeah, body cam footage, man. There's something about that in true crime that I like. That is not produced. It's not put on. It's not. There's like just a lack of polish and shine, and there's real emotion. Right? It makes me feel.
Yeah.
I'm dead inside. So the only thing that makes me feel is like seeing someone bleed out or make a choice to end their life or somebody else's, or like these high stakes situations are the only things that make me feel anything, Roberto.
You were like, I'm straight edge like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, that was a lie.
Pretty regular.
I lied about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, the only thing that it feels seeing a guy run after another guy trying to tackle him.
It's pretty fucking weird, I guess, now that you word it like that. But,
but
it just seems normal.
But it's very, like, we were just talking about human nature and stuff like that. I also get that, like, in situations where it's like, yeah, there's a very real things that systems are at stake, but also chaos is at stake, but also, like, there's an unknowing anonymousness. Yeah, it all makes sense.
And the choice to make some of them choices, especially with the police-involved shootings, that's end game stuff, right?
Yeah,
you're willing to die or go to prison for the rest of your life. So it's like to make that choice, the human emotion and psychology that they must be in to make that choice, and how it goes down in the heat of the moment. It's just like very intriguing to me.
I'm
not rooting for either one.
You've seen The Sopranos?
I have not, unfortunately.
There's a scene. It doesn't matter. It was just I'm basically gonna do a live meme.
Just do the scene.
There's an episode where, and I'm gonna forget again. This is like half Sopranos. If you guys know of Sopranos, this might be funny because it's not. I might not be describing the scene that actually happens. But it's like Tony Soprano and Paulie. Who's the guy with like the silver hair? Not the one with the silver streaked black hair, but he talks like this.
Easy mistake.
Yeah. They're like take a trip somewhere to like Miami or something real quick, and Tony's going through something because Paulie's kind of being a jag-off the whole season, like, and he's just being and they slowly start like retard coding Paulie throughout this show, where it's like he just has dumber and dumber things to say.
They just keep getting more extreme with the stupid.
Yeah, with his really stupid. And Tony's always like, "What the fuck?" And then they get like a hotel or something in Miami, and Tony's walking around in a fucking bathrobe or something, and he just hears like, and he like looks out his balcony window, and he can see into Paulie's room, and Paulie's sitting at the edge of his bed in the hotel room with the TV like 2 feet from him, and it's just some sitcom or something that's on the screen, but Paulie's just sitting there going like. Like just sitting there laughing on his own, and Tony's looking at him like, what the fuck?
That's me too.
That's you watching police cam footage.
That's me watching your
he
friend
walks
get
in
arrested
and you're watching cops wrestling a guy, and you're like,
hey man, it's good TV.
Yeah, man. Maybe I'm not so different from these kids these days. I just think and communicate and emote. And
well, you've seen Sopranos.
References.
Yeah, you're just speaking in meme. I watched a podcast the other day, and it was like one of these self-help podcasts or whatever. Yeah. And this guy is literally just like speaking in memes. He's the guy who wrote the book. It was it was Huberman. It was Andrew Huberman. And he had the guy on who wrote Atomic Habits, which is a good book. And I started watching it, and I don't know. And I'm a cunt for this because the guy is way smarter than me and more knowledgeable and whatever. But he just does this analogy that is such this like, he's like, no one questions the acorn when it goes underground, and then when it sprouts, you know what I mean? It's like, I had to turn it off. I'm like, oh, come on, man. But you're speaking in meme, you know? It was just like, I mean, he was probably making a good point. Maybe I just heard, maybe if I had never heard that, I'd be like, damn, that was good, you know?
You ever,
so maybe I'm biased.
You ever be consuming content and then halfway through watching or drinking, you're just like, oh god, you're like, this is bad.
Yes,
just somebody talking into a microphone.
Way more often than I'd like to admit. I don't give a fuck about this. Halfway through, I go, I haven't given a fuck the whole time.
Like, yeah, I'm like, where am I? And then it's also like, occasionally, like I'm sure you can see like the metrics or whatever on your Instagram posts. There was one, it like destroyed my view of the reels early on because I think I have a soul like of making content. Because I got one, it got like 500,000 views, and then I looked in the analytics. You can see like time spent watching this by everybody, and it was like a 40-second clip, and it was like 600 days.
That's crazy.
And I was like, did I just steal that time from humanity? Like,
also,
from
you
everyone?
can't conceptualize that. When it tells you how much your watch time is,
Yeah,
it's how do you conceptualize that?
I mean,
as a human being, you cannot.
Oh, you cannot. But it's also like,
you should feel bad. Yes.
yeah. I feel like, and it's not even like, I guess you could have there's pride to it, because like overall, of course, there's billions and billions and billions of days that happen if you add up all of our individual times
and
together. It's like
attention
it's not
spans,
really
yes.
a lot of time that I've ever taken, but to know that like, I don't know,
That much of the time that's ever existed in the world.
that's ever has been spent.
That's sick.
Like
it's
enjoying
pretty
my thing.
sick.
Yeah.
It's just hard to conceptualize. Yeah, you look at your watch hours or something. We have a meme of me getting talking about being molested. Almost has like 1 million views. So Roberto, that means that almost 1 million
Your family's
people
reaching out and they're like, "Hey, we saw your meme."
Yeah, we need to talk
okay?
before Thanksgiving. Yeah, so almost 1 million people know that I was molested, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
The power of the internet.
Sure, and one more too, just now me.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty common.
That's one of
down
those.
with it.
It's common, yeah.
No, I mean me speaking about it.
I think my ideal scenario is to be in a true
for molestation.
For molestation, my ideal scenario. I'm on my back. Just in general, this is my ideal. Like my ego would be completely filled. Is to be in a Truman Show situation where the whole world is watching my life. They think I don't know, but I know. So
They're going to be pretty happy about the grocery store bit.
It's the grocery store bit all day long. I'm just like walking around being like,
store bits.
Oh,
Breaking the fourth wall.
They don't know that it's me, but I know.
That would be nice, right?
Yeah.
Would your mom take you to a drug deal?
If I
really needed the drugs.
Really needed it.
If I really needed it, it's such a funny answer.
She's a
cool
good
mom.
She's
cool.
like
That's a good mom.
she's one of those moms that if I was like, we need to go. I was like,
Mom, I need the sativa
I'm not,
right now.
I was like, I'm not fucking kidding you.
It's code red.
I was like, and I can't explain to you why. I won't explain to you, but I need you. She'd be like, okay. And then she'd get in there, and then
Shout out to
fucking,
Jen.
she'd
She
do
does
it.
the same.
I'd
Your mom would
have
too.
the weed in my, shout out Jen, for real.
That's dope, though. Yeah, I love that support.
She would, I'm trying to think of how this would go down. Because my mom is straight edge. My mom is never, she would like, her like story of like acting out as a kid would be, this is her story, is she used to like go and smoke like a couple cigarette butts that she found with her friend in a bush. And then her parents found out she was doing this, and this is such a fucking Gen X thing that she was like, and then one day I went home and my mom greeted me in the doorway and she had a pack of cigarettes and
made her smoke the thing.
no, she actually just invited her into the foyer with her mom and dad to go smoke with her mom and dad. She's like, if you want to smoke, you can smoke with us. And then she just didn't do it because it was like, no, mom. But it was like, that's her.
Because
like,
it was so awkward that she couldn't. They
yeah,
were like,
yeah. She didn't want to do it with mom and dad.
Right.
But it's just so funny that like these boomers were like, well, if you want to smoke, all you had to do was ask. They're good for you.
Yeah.
This will
Make sure you do like Marlboro Lights until you're 18.
We thought you were a pussy, but in fact, yeah.
Turns out you're cool as hell.
Yeah, my grandma smoked a pipe. He was cool. But so she's straight edge. She wouldn't want to.
Right.
But she's also like. She's
down to ride.
She's always been cool, and so she totally could take.
Have you ever been injured during sex, Roberto?
I have a bit I could do for you. I shouldn't have said it was a bit. I should have just gone straight into it.
I love the honesty there, though. I mean,
Yeah, I do. I do that. I've never been in a fight. Like you knew that, but I've never been in a fight before. But
you knew that.
I have had an asthma attack during sex. We're different.
That's a fight.
We're not built
That's
the
a
same.
fight.
Most guys.
You're fighting for your life there, brother.
Yo, most guys don't like to moan in bed. I'm in her ear like.
Sound like a pug.
Yeah. I told my buddy that, and he was like, he took me seriously, like a good guy, like a good friend would. He goes, because I have.
I'm sure you didn't start with this is a bit.
No, I told
you
him,
didn't give me a chance to take it serious
happened.
for the record.
He goes, he told me to bring my inhaler. I don't know.
You guys were fucking?
Yeah. He was like, bring your inhaler right now, like around my neck, like a life alert. But he said if I need to use it when I'm having sex with a woman, that I should hit the inhaler at the same moment that I smack her ass.
Oh, to hide the noise?
To hide the noise.
Wow, clever.
Just me being like,
that's clever.
The real freak.
That is injured, dude. I mean, that would suck to lose.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I remember this was a day that
that'd be terrible.
Well,
was she freaking out?
We had been swimming like 30 minutes before that. We were just, it was the middle of summer and we were out swimming. I'm a short distance runner. I'm not a long distance guy with like, you know. So we had just been swimming. I get back, I'm hot. We hadn't eaten. I was a little
How
drunk.
are these things relevant?
Yeah, because then I'm fucking 3 pumps in. I was like, and I just lay back and I was like,
You're like, it wasn't just the sex.
Oh my
I was
God.
in the deep end for an hour earlier.
It was the big, yes, it was like the biggest head rush of like, I was like, whoa, I don't have a single fucking oxygen bone in my body.
And then you found out you were into autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah,
fell
and
into
I
a
passed
kink.
out and came everywhere.
You fell into a kink.
Turns out it was a sea turtle. Yeah.
So yeah, that's an injury for sure.
Yeah. I hurt my pride.
What's a food that people love that you think's overrated? Got one of them on hand?
Food that I think is overrated.
Yeah. What have you ever?
Like fucking
what people-
avocado.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, it's
right.
just like literally just green mud. Like
Tastes
it's
like air.
yeah, it's a great additive to like anything or whatever. Like it's but it's not like a food that
No.
you eat.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. It's
I'd
not like-
agree.
I also pomegranate.
Mm.
No, not pomegranate. Grapefruit. Grapefruit is ass.
I agree. My
Grapefruit's
sister
totally
used to
ass.
eat it growing up, but she's crazy.
Every time I go
Something's
to
wrong.
every time I go and visit, you know, a rich uncle, they always be cutting up, and I'm just like, this is just because you people, you know, decided that this was bougie. You know, spent $10 on a grapefruit.
Decided it was bougie.
Yeah.
They look pretty. Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
I don't think so. I'm actually, yeah, I've like kind of hoping for it
Okay.
because I want to believe so bad.
I know, I want it
but I'm
so
also
bad.
like, no, I'm pretty grounded. Everything's been pretty regular.
Everything's actually pretty logical and
Yeah,
pragmatic in my
Oh my
life.
God, if I saw a ghost, I'd be like, I would now have to like change the way that I think about
And it's
the
like, do I have to
world.
tell
Yeah.
people? I wouldn't even tell people. I don't think, because it's like, because then you have to, like you said, change how you like
Yeah.
move. You have to
Oh my
wear. You
God, I'd
have
be
to start wearing like an
embarrassed.
aqua ring.
I've been such an
immediately.
anti-ghost guy this whole time. I'd be like, I can't. Everybody thinks that I hate
Yeah.
ghosts, but if I say it now, they'll hate me.
And then they're gonna judge me because I
They're
didn't.
gonna be judging me, and I'm gonna have to move town.
You're gonna be in Chicago by then.
Yeah.
When's the last time you cried?
A couple months ago. Been doing some good crying. I didn't cry for a long time. It was like through college.
Common for men.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
common for men.
It was one of those where it was like, yeah, I just didn't think I needed it or whatever. It was like,
didn't come up.
It didn't come
You don't
up. And
think
there was a
about
couple
it.
times
It's
where it
not-
was like, there was a couple moments in college where it was like we'd be going through a hard time, and I was like, it was like nope,
Fighting it. Yeah.
nothing.
Uh-huh.
Which was that's
Fighting with
that
everything
was a
you
tough
got.
time. I was like, fucking trying to be a liberal, not you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what. And then I started crying more, just being a bigger person. Like I didn't
More
hug
in
my
touch with your own
I
emotions,
didn't
probably.
hug my friends and stuff like that. And now I was just like people like that, so I do.
Do
it.
you like it?
Yeah, I like giving people. I just
What they want? People pleaser.
yeah, I'm a people pleaser. But it's also
He's like, I
just
hate hugs, but my friends like it.
there's a glow that people get when like things like that. If it were difficult for me to give, I'm not gonna like go out of my way. Like I'm not gonna harm myself or make my own
Right.
life difficult to make your life better. But if it's like, yeah, you'll get a little glow if I give you a hug, and it'll feel nice for me to give you that. So we both benefit. And I'm there. But then I started crying recently, and it's started crying.
What do you think the gayest thing you've ever done is besides this podcast?
Good one. Gayest thing I've ever done. Yeah, there's like, there was a time in middle school where I was out in an RV parked out it was like dead of night with a couple of my buddies, and my dad just got in this RV and it was parked out front. And we were like, let's go hang out in the RV. And then we were like, well, what do we do in the RV? And we were
Immediate
like,
hangout spot.
Yeah, totally.
Immediate fucking
such a
Ford
chill
hangout spot for
Yeah,
sure.
super great. And we're hanging out, chilling, fucking. It was like, what are we doing here? Obviously, fuck around with a flashlight.
Fleshlight or flashlight?
Flashlight. And we just start pointing at stuff, and that's cool. And then I think one thing led to another, and we're shining it through our ball skin.
Dude,
That's
sick.
one
does.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah,
it does.
The gayest thing, that wasn't the gayest thing. The gayest
Then we
thing.
started blowing each other.
The gayest thing was that I noticed that the same intensity light through my ball skin and through my buddy's ball skin was a different hue. Like that was the gayest thing. Is
Your
that
attention to detail
now-
in that
yeah,
moment
yes,
was the
yes.
gayest
I
thing
didn't
about
point it out, but I know it and I was there and I clocked that and I was like, I just know that the density of our foreskin is different. Whatever.
Different viscosity of
Yeah,
whatever's
there's
happening
something
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good
But
answer, man.
I'm not a math guy.
I'm glad
so
I asked that. That was
Yeah.
good.
It's pretty gay.
It's on the line, you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever faked an orgasm?
I've tried.
That's an appropriate kind of
Okay.
answer because Mike's like, how do you even do it? But I've heard men say they've done it.
I've definitely faked I've definitely faked
You've
not
eluded.
coming. I've definitely come and then faked not coming. And then I've been like, well, I don't know, it's just losing its fucking. I'm just going soft. For
all of
some
a sudden,
reason.
I don't want to be around you. I
Yeah,
don't know
all,
what
yeah, all of
happened.
a sudden we're done.
All of a sudden, I've come to my senses. When's our time up anyway?
But there was definitely a moment where I was like, also in a situation where it's like you're trying to come, and I've been like, you try to like get your body in a way, and then you do it, and then you don't, and then you're like,
You lost it.
yeah, I guess
it's
I
like
was just-
building and
yes,
building, and then once
yeah.
it goes back to zero, you go.
and then
oh,
I backed
God
out,
damn it.
and then that was just an intense moment, but we're still, it was just a moment. No.
Yeah, fair enough. What's something you're proud of that not many people know?
Something I'm proud of that not many.
That's a stupid
people
question.
know.
What's a toxic trait that you have? How about that?
What's a toxic trait that I have?
Yeah.
What is it? How you define a toxic? Is toxic to others, or toxic to myself, or is it like?
I guess it could be either. It could be either.
Okay.
I guess normally it is kind of used in relation to others. So the word it's a shitty word there.
Yeah. I'll
have to change the word.
probably that I'm a people pleaser. I'll probably give it that, just because it's like.
Yeah.
I really want to be a good old. I both want to.
Be a
I
good
want
old
to.
boy.
I want to be a good
Golden
old boy.
retriever.
I want to be a good boy, but I also want to be a cool guy. But I also want to be like one of the dudes. But I also want to be like one of the girls. But I also want to be like respected.
Yeah.
So
Duality, man. It's being
yeah,
human.
eventually you got to choose only one of those.
Very binary. Think
very
definitely
binary,
in definites
yeah,
and black and whites.
So yeah, and I don't think maybe that's entirely honest.
I mean,
my
people
sympathies,
pleasing.
but-
Yeah, people pleasing is a toxic trait.
I think that's a shitty answer as far as toxic traits go. Like, what's a toxic? But it's all I can think of at the moment.
I mean, I think it's real though.
Yeah.
What is something that you judge people for but you do yourself? Mine is hot dogs.
Oh.
Eating hot dogs.
I try not to eat hot dogs, but then they're right there, and you're like, I want hot dogs so fucking bad. What is it about hot dogs? It's like,
That's gross or good?
wait,
Because they are both.
but it's both. Because it's
Yeah.
like I never want a hot dog until
No.
it's right in front of me, and then I'm like, that is the most delicious,
need the
succulent little
glizzy.
meal I've ever had. Yeah,
I don't know.
that happens all the time. I'll never crave a hot dog and then go get
Never,
hot dogs.
ever.
Never.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine being like, I could go for a hot dog right now. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just-
Any kind of hot dog, no. Driving. When people are bad drivers.
Mm.
But it's like we're all like
oh.
it's one of those situations where if we're a human person, a human body, I'd give them any more, especially if they, look like they didn't know where they're going. But if they're
Yeah.
fucking slow in front of me, I'm like, honk. But then if I'm going slow and they're going fast, I'm like, fuck you,
Yeah.
It's the worst shit.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Driving's a good one. What's the worst physical pain you've ever been in?
This is just good for the podcast. Doing all sorts of testicular humor today.
We're a big ball podcast. We're pretty big on balls.
Ball heads. Sometime during COVID, my right nut started to hurt. And
I dealt with ball pain for weeks. I can get into it.
You've been torted before?
No,
Not
thank
full
God.
tort. Never,
no.
never had full tort.
Do you know about
Never go full tour. No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Well,
torsion? You're talking about
well, yeah, like
testicular torsion,
athletes and shit. Yes, it's like that. That'll happen.
where your
like
shit twists.
a violent,
internally.
a violent fucking. It twists so hard that it can't untwist because it gets fucking tangled. And the same way like. Ball pain be different. Ball pain hurts your
Yes.
soul. You're deep in your fucking body.
Yes.
Somehow. So it was like one of those where it's like occasionally the wrong movement or something or bending down, it would start to hurt, and then it just wouldn't stop hurting. I couldn't sleep.
Mm.
It was like I would fucking go in the bath and try to be like settle, and yeah, that was like straight like 2 days. And this was COVID, so there's also nothing going on. So I would just lay around.
How do you resolve that?
I went to eventually I was like getting stressed about it. I looked it up and they're like, if you think you've got testicular torsion, go straight to the ER.
Yeah.
You need to fix that now.
Yeah, internet's like, you're dying.
Oh yeah, of course
Yeah.
it was. And I was like, I want to have kids. So I had my buddy drive me to the ER during COVID. So he didn't come in, he just dropped me out in front of the hospital. I hobbled
You didn't even
inside.
stop.
And of course, this is like an actual hospital. So I just hobble inside and I was like, my balls really hurt. Where do I go?
Was there? Which floor is the?
What
my
floor? And
balls
she was
really
like,
hurt floor.
sit over there. And I probably sat for like 2.5 hours
Yeah,
on
that
this
sounds
like
right.
empty ass like,
Mm.
you know,
It's a hellscape.
just unable to sit. And then eventually, like, I get called and I go to a room and I probably sit for 2 more hours. They fucking take my clothes, like, I take my clothes off, I gown up into a bed. Like, they put me
Dude,
into a
they just-
fucking gurney.
By the time they get there, you don't even have it anymore.
Yes. Well, I was like, it was, yeah.
You've untwisted
It
them
was
by
totally like in one of those ones, like, I hope it still hurts.
then.
you know?
Right.
And I couldn't believe, now I'm thinking about this, like, I got fully gowned up, went into the bed, and they were like, okay, we're going to wheel you and take a, what's
MRI.
not an
Ultrasound.
MRI, ultrasound. They were going to
Yes,
ultrasound
they had to
my-
jelly up your balls.
They had to jelly up and ultrasound my nuts.
Yep.
But not only that, they, like, start rolling me down, and this empty-ass hospital, but rolling me down to, like, literally a dark hallway. Like, a hallway that was not lit at all. I was getting wheeled in the dark, empty hospital, and then they push me into a room, and the lights are off in there, and then there's just this woman who, like, didn't speak to me. It's just like, and I'm quiet, you know.
Yeah. It's
She
awkward.
just fucking
It's awkward. I had one. I had one in the past. I had one last
schmoozed
year.
my nuts. You got your nuts?
My balls.
Dude, that's great. Yeah,
Dude,
so you know exactly what I'm
I
talking
know
about.
exactly what you're talking about, and I went with.
Nobody's ever known.
Dude, listen. I go there with ball pain, right? I'm gonna have to just tell you mine real quick. I
Yeah.
go there with ball pain. They do the ultrasound, which, by the way, in my head, I was thinking like MRI.
Yeah.
So I go there,
scan, yeah.
and I'm not knowing that they're going to have to do that. And then I realize, oh, ultrasound. And it's like, I wish she wouldn't have said anything to me. She's like talking to me, like
Oh
trying
my
to,
God, yeah.
You
Oh
know,
my
it
God.
was just like, I'd rather her have not even spoken. And she's like,
Have you ever
know,
had a colonoscopy? You ever had a finger up your butt?
what is it?
You ever
So let me tell you how this story goes.
Sorry.
So they do the ultrasound, and I leave, and they say, your balls are fine. I say, well, my balls hurt. You know, I'm not making it up. And they're like, well, sometimes this, sometimes that. They check for epididymis in the back. They do all this stuff. They can't figure out what's going on, right? So I go, it stops hurting for a while. I go back to the urologist, and I tell the lady, okay, look, it's still hurting me. She's like, all right, well, you know, I think it might be prostatitis, yada, yada, yada.
It's made up. That's a made up.
I know. Well, yeah,
prostatitis.
yeah. It's the same thing as epididymis. It's
Yeah,
just like
yeah,
when you
yeah.
have a rash that they don't know.
Just
They
something,
say,
right.
yeah. So she goes, you have prostatitis, and I'm like, okay. I think you have prostatitis, and she's like, the next step is for me to like put a finger in your ass, more or less, right? And I'm
Whoa.
like, what, like today?
The next step for you and me.
I couldn't believe it, dude. And she puts a finger in my ass. Well, no, she
Right then and there.
Well, listen, she goes, we need a second person in the room, you know.
A witness?
No, yeah.
A
No,
notary.
she had to offer a witness. She goes, we have to offer. I said, lady, I don't even want you in the room. I don't want this lady in the
Can
room.
I describe my own?
Yeah, so she puts a finger in my ass, dude, which is the first. No, not the first time I had a finger in my ass.
Yeah.
The first time I had a medical finger in my ass, right? And it was very foreign to me. I don't like fingers in my ass.
Yeah.
It's not a thing that I'm into. And no shame if you're into that, you know.
Surprised.
This
Have
lady
you on
puts her
fun?
finger in my ass, right? And here's what she says to me, Roberto, which really throws me through a loop. She goes, is any ejaculate coming out? And I go,
Whoa.
no, should there be that happening?
Whoa, she asked you if you.
Listen.
What? Wait,
Listen.
Okay, doctors, medical.
Right. She puts her finger in my ass, feels around, and goes, is there any ejaculate coming out? And I go, no, like with a question mark, you know?
yeah.
No. And then she does something, and then ejaculate starts coming
She
out.
fucking got your prostate.
And
dude.
then she goes, catch that. And then like runs out of the room. She goes and gets a slide. Dude, I had to come up. Dude, listen, this is like a Tuesday afternoon, Roberto. I have my pants are around my ankles. I have cum in my hand from this nurse doctor lady, right? I went there because my balls hurt. I did not expect to be like this. I laughed out loud. It's when I felt Truman Showy. I laughed out loud. I go, what is life right now? I have my pants around my ankles. She had to leave the room to get a slide. Why wouldn't she have a slide in the room? That's like out of a sitcom. She left the room.
Catch that?
She didn't catch that.
Yes.
It's crazy. Shit! Catch that cum!
Yeah. I just started eating it. I'm like, I didn't know what you wanted.
Don't you need it to be clean
Fucking
or
gave you
sterile or something?
She gave you a happy ending.
Isn't
She
that
fucking-
crazy?
Did it feel good?
No.
Oh,
it
no.
did not.
Like a pre-cum situation.
Yeah, I didn't even.
Dude,
That's
that's
exactly what it was.
So crazy.
And
Yeah,
it wasn't even
she
hard or
was, like,
anything. It wasn't even pleasurable. But yeah, that's how my ball pain ended.
Catch
So,
catch that.
dude, it was
Shit.
like out of a sitcom.
Yeah. So that's an incredible story. I also had no ball pain, but they said we don't want you to accidentally get torted, so they stapled my nut to my sack.
No.
So it's just moderately attached, so it can't spin.
No, what are you talking about?
That's real.
No, it's
what?
not.
Hey, listen, I won't talk about my dad.
No,
but we
it is
both
not.
just described our nuts. In
No, it
detail.
is not.
Yeah, yeah.
So you repeat
They said
that.
they said I'm at risk for it fucking spinning and being going too far.
Why you got squirrely nuts, brother?
Listen,
Do they hang too low, or why are they squirrely?
maybe one hangs really low.
So what did they do?
They
stapled something.
it's not like staple is the
Sure,
It's
they've
like
connected.
they were just like, and now. I don't even feel a difference. I'll be honest, but apparently, like it just doesn't twist because.
But you don't. There's no pain.
Not anymore.
Okay, perfect. Well, then we're good. We're in the clear.
You and me both.
Yeah,
you
we're in the
came.
clear.
You went to the doctor for ball pain. She made you come.
Which,
and
by the
then
way,
you're
didn't
like,
cure the
"Eek."
prostatitis. I had to do like a round of antibiotics. You know, it didn't do anything to help me.
Oh,
But she's like,
yeah.
"Yeah, you got it." When's the last time you vomited?
She was fired the next day.
She was the janitor.
Her fingering a fucking.
It was
patient.
crazy when she went. She's like, "We have to offer you like a second person."
She saw the look of your jeans and she was like, "I need some of that cum as fast as
Dude,
I
it
can."
was weird. Her name was Emily. Shout out to Emily if you're watching this,
Yeah.
which I know
Maybe
you
that's
are.
what the second person was supposed to do. Maybe they were supposed to catch it. Because otherwise, what's the second person for?
Just a witness to make sure they don't rape
to
me.
make sure
I
you
guess.
caught it and went safe.
To make sure I'm
Oh.
okay with getting fingered, I guess,
Literally,
because it's
just,
not.
okay, wow.
It didn't stop. What's the wildest conspiracy theory that you believe?
Then I believe. Dude, here's my real take on conspiracy theories is that like at this point there's no the major news is being edited and I'm like words like manipulated and stuff like that are the buzzwords, but I mean like yeah,
Yeah, of course.
you got takes, you got people like, oh hey, make sure they don't like use these specific words in this news article because we don't want people that
Pure
that
propaganda.
up. Yeah, it's all kind of
It's just funneling it into your mouth
it's like
and your head.
2 degrees away from legitimate propaganda, but it's getting definitely to the realm of money is controlling. It's all money. So
Yeah.
it's like
Corporations around the world.
conspiracy theory is becoming a real gray area when it comes
because,
to like
yeah.
dude, fucking shit like in the Epstein files. It's like that's not a conspiracy
You mean
theory
in the
anymore.
redacted?
Yeah, in the redacted files. That's like literally one they've like released it and then they're like, oh shit, and then they re-redacted. We all saw that. And like so
It's comical.
anymore. My conspiracy theories are mild because they're kind of just news.
Right.
Like it's just like, oh, did you see what we
It's
have
happening
Did
now.
you see what we weren't told?
Yeah. The older you get, it'll turn into apathy too, because then you just like it's like
Oh my god, yeah.
you know when you just go, this is all a game.
Dude, it's all apathy. Like that's what it was. Even when like Trump's first administration, we were like, "This is the craziest thing ever. This is the craziest thing ever." And then slowly, it was just like, you remember how 2 weeks ago this happened, and it was like, "You are late to the news."
Yeah,
of
I used to
today."
joke with my therapist that if I had a flag out front of my house, it would just say apathy, because I don't
Yeah,
care about
oh,
anything
shit,
enough to have
yeah.
a flag.
Yeah,
You know, I don't,
Sure.
anything. So it's just I'm apathetic generally
Apathetic flag. Yeah, yeah. I think sometimes you have to be just to.
to continue on.
Yeah. Oh,
When's
yeah.
the last time you puked?
like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Like,
Actually,
yeah,
why are you puking?
because
you
I
bulimic or something?
I didn't feed myself all day, and then I ate in the morning, and then I had a
That was a
did the
weird way to
whole day.
word that, huh?
Yeah. And then I had a whole show. I got home late. I've been like, it was one of those words like I just didn't treat my body well all day. But then I was starving at like 2 a.m. So I was like, I will DoorDash Popeyes.
I love that. Did you get
And-
mashed potatoes?
No, I got the Cajun fry. They were okay. The fries were alright. They were a little cool when they got there. But I got these 2 chicken sandwiches that were like, I'll be honest, fucking fat and chicken sandwiches. And I was like, this shit's nice. I'm eating them, nom nom nom. I feel great. And then I wake up at like 2 in the morning. Or no,
Ooh.
I went to bed at 2 in the morning. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning, and I was like, literally, I wanted to just puke the whole fucking thing up. It
Damn.
was just a regular day. Nothing special story about it. I just fucking totally puked up some
The
some
2
bad,
Popeye chicken
some
sandwiches.
bad chicken. Yeah.
Are you genuinely happy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I actually I am weirdly very happy, and it's I think just because I have a lot of stressed people in my life, and so I'm like,
People pleasing.
yeah, nah, man. It's like, dude,
But
things
if it's
could,
genuinely
things could be
happy.
so much worse for me, and it's like as long as
You have good hair.
thank you.
You know that could be worse.
It could be worse as long as I like
Your dick could be even smaller.
feel, dude. It could be like everything. My legs were here this morning, and so it's like
Another day in a row.
yeah, I think I am blessed with a little bit. Like I used to be a very stressed, very anxious, clearly by all these stories, like kind of person where I was so fearful all the time.
How do you
And
step out of that?
there was a time where I started. Well, I did a lot of like acid and stuff in like late high school and then in college, and that kind of yes, Mom, I did do that.
This is all obviously
Yeah,
hypothetical
this
stuff.
is all obvious.
This is
and
satirical
I'm
shit.
she came and bought it with me. But
She took me to get it.
Yeah, and there was just like things like that.
Perspective
Yeah, it's like
shifts
not even like I learned anything while on it.
during. I know that's what's hard to describe about psychedelics. It's like, what'd you learn from that trip? I don't.
Yeah, I just
Perspective at
gained
best.
I just gained like a greater ability to just reflect on. Like my girlfriend is very stressed and very anxious, and so I compare myself to her when there's a lot of situations where she's like, "Well, I'm sorry, I know we said we were gonna do this thing, we didn't do this thing," and I'm like, "You and I are here right now. Like we have so
That's-
little control."
That's good masculine
over
energy, though,
anything.
right?
Yeah.
It's like where
I
a
have
woman
to
can
have
be
that
in
on.
in the air sometimes.
Mhm.
The man's grounded a lot, and it's like this balance.
Oh yeah, and she
Yeah.
does the other things. Like when I'm bouncing around and I'm busy and doing all
Right.
things, I forget to eat. She feeds me. Like the other way it happens. But I definitely think that like I think there's something about
Where the fuck were you on Popeye's night?
Yeah.
Well, you guys just moved in
Um,
together, or you're moving in together?
we just finished like yesterday.
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Congrats.
yeah.
And you're in
Um,
Baltimore, or you're in the restaurant?
I'm in Baltimore. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Only for a short time. Her lease ended. It's like until mine ends, we'll live there until we move. To
And you've been
Chicago.
in Baltimore for about 5 years?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this town. This is the city that I came into my own. So it's very much going to be like going back home is going to be coming back to Baltimore and
Right.
stuff. So I'm very happy about that.
But you guys are eyeing up Chicago.
Yeah, just for the she's in arts, she's in comedy.
That's a huge
and,
arts
like,
town,
Yeah,
you know?
and so it's and I also I mean like I said, like I like stand up, but I also want to be making and doing things
Yeah.
to a more bigger capacity.
I like that you're looking ahead already and not, shoehorning yourself in one thing.
all of my greatest disappointments have come from like expecting myself to be a rich and famous comedian by 24. And it's not the case now. So it's like instead of feeling bad about that, I'm just gonna be more realistic in that like, yeah, sometimes it's fate, sometimes it's effort. So I'm going to put in as much effort as I can into trying to change fate.
Yeah.
But
And it's hard to distinguish
Yeah.
those two, right? Because if you put in the
Yeah.
effort, fate would have had that factored in, you know?
I never wanted to be famous. I only ever wanted to like be happy doing the work that I do. And so I'm seeing a progression there. And I just
And you are happy.
Chicago has more industry and stuff too, so I'm just excited to like find people. I like collaborating. I like making stuff.
I love that.
So I'm hoping that
In a consumer world, it's nice to make stuff.
Oh my god, it's all this. Yeah,
I mean, we're all guilty of it.
I don't know. I wish I didn't have to sell something. That's the other thing is like, ooh, I would have a production studio and I'd make things, but I wouldn't make any money.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's like
crazy.
we just this is a passion project.
It's
know?
great.
I'm
No,
just
honestly,
we're just dumping money and time and
No,
energy
I
into
know.
this thing that's shitting.
I know the amount, so much money I've put into projects, and you guys have such a real sense of like legitimacy to what's going on here, even though it's like you can cobble anything together, but the fact that you have put this much effort into this is, I think that's what makes anything valuable. Like that's something that Adam and I, when we're producing shows, the little secret spice that people don't realize is that like they think, oh, you need to have an entrance, you need to have an exit, and the show happens inside of those two. But it's also like, well, little things like you don't have to turn the lights down low, but if you do, people feel better. And all these little tiny effort things,
Definitely.
micro efforts, stack up into like an experience that gives people a feeling of trust and capability.
It
on
shows
your
that
part and
you
stuff.
give a fuck.
You give a fuck, and you're capable, and you're smart, and you're thinking about that. You're preemptively considering the person who's consuming it and things like that. And so, yeah, like I walked in here and it was like, yeah, you guys clearly want to do this work. So it's
Well,
it's gonna
thank
turn
you.
out how you want it to. Yeah,
We appreciate you coming by, man. It was fun.
Appreciate it. This was
I got
a lot
one
of
more
fun.
question for you.
Yeah.
If you were attacked by an unlimited number of 10-year-olds wearing motorcycle helmets and you were armed with only a baseball bat,
10-year-old.
yeah,
Okay.
roughly,
I was armed with only baseball.
how many 10-year-olds do you think you're gonna get through before they overtake you, which is just inevitable?
What kind of space am I in?
See, it's
Where are they coming
it's
at
like
me
an
from?
arena. It's like a soccer field.
A soccer field. So I'm just dead center of the field,
Mhm.
and they're coming out from the side. Okay, I would probably.
It's not quite waves, but it's not all at once either.
But
It's
I'm
some
gonna
mix.
assume they're coming in from like the four corners, kind of streamed in towards the
Yes,
center.
but they're 10-year-olds, so they're not as organized as you'd think. But yes, they are coming.
Yeah,
in from
they
all
all want to
The
be at the
timing's
front
different.
running,
Yeah,
and then
it's
they
like-
it
it's
slowly
sloppy.
peels off of the 10% of them that are actual sport kids versus the rest that are only there
Let's
for
be
the
real,
credit
they're
or
barely
whatever.
even there.
Yeah. I'm trying to determine whether or not I think I have the stamina to get to the sideline and up the bleachers before they reach me.
To just dip.
Well, to like get
a
to
better
a
vantage
more
point.
event. Yeah, I want a high ground because
Oh, that's smart.
yeah, it's like I can fend if I can separate them and split them up. Because
Mhm.
especially if I can get upstairs,
Yes.
then those kids.
You're just Spartan kicking at that point.
I can knock down all of the sporty kids, and then the ones that are coming afterwards, they're also running bleachers, and there's no way they're gonna. So
And they're running over other kids that the sport kids you've kicked down already.
you said how many?
It's an unlimited amount.
Oh.
I'm just curious how many
Just
you're
how
gonna
many
get through, you
total?
think. Yeah.
I don't even like to consider a situation where I could be defeated. But I will humor you. Let's say
I don't even like to consider that.
fucking. Because now it's also like my worst fear in the world. Like I'm gonna have a nightmare about
Just sticky
fucking being-
hands,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
going in
being
every
fucking
orifice.
covered and
Yeah.
torn apart.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say about 65, 70.
65, 70.
Yeah, I
respect it.
think honestly, because if I know this is happening going into it, I think I could get up to the bleachers and kind of funnel and split them off. And honestly, I think that I'll be winded first.
Yeah.
They don't take me down. I pass out naturally.
Yeah, asthma attack.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
fucking full asthma.
It says
attack.
65, 70, but we know math isn't his strong suit, so somewhere
It's
around
not my
there.
strong
It's a
suit.
big
It's like-
window.
I fucking immediately can't make it to the sidelines and die. I die. Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for spending your time with us.
Dude, appreciate it. This was excellent.
Every Thursday? at
Thursday at 10 o'clock. Yeah, walk the plank. Come out those. Yeah.
You can just you can pop up, show up there, and get the ticket.
Yeah,
right?
this is you buy an item, you get a ticket.
But you don't need to buy ahead of time, right? You can just pop in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So Thursday, 10 p.m. It's a fun show. It's not just stand up. They're doing the panel thing. It's fun.
Yeah.
We haven't checked it out, but we're gonna, and I believe him. He seems trustworthy.
Yes.
If this doesn't work, I'll kill myself.
Damn.